For those who don't know you, can you introduce yourself to the sneaker watchers on sneakerwatch.com and then kind of just go in depth about how you got into sneakers?
I'm Gatesmarke on Instagram. My real name is Adam Markey. How I got in the game, growing up in Staten Island, a lot of my cousins always collected. A lot of kids around me, around my peers, were always collecting Jordan, so it was just came with it, you know. And actually, the Jordan 11, in like around 2001, the Bred 11s, that was my first. That's what got me really into it. That's what I started collecting from there on.
Okay, so how long exactly would you say you've been into sneakers for?
I've always had nice kicks. My mom always used to, lace me up with Jordans and Air Maxes. Those were like my main ones, and Air Force ones. But when I was younger, but then when I was around like 13, 14, I'd say, I started getting even more into them.
Okay.
Right before high school.
You remember what your first pair was?
My first pair was Bred 11s.
Bred 11s.
My first pair of Jordans, but that I bought with my money.
Okay. All right. So I see you brought some heat on the couch there.
For sure.
You have the entire Oregon Air Jordan collection. How did you acquire those?
Almost.
Missing.
I'm missing a few. I'm missing the 9s.
There's another pair of 5s.
The Duckmans, yeah, those are really hard to get. I think there's only like 10 of each. They would like put the names of the players on the inside. They really limited them, but I don't know. I just fell in love with Oregon, honestly. I love the colorways they have. My football team is the Oregon Ducks too, so it's pretty cool to just get all these pieces. I really love them. I think these were my first ones I bought at SneakerCon, New York City last year. And then when I bought these, I was like, I gotta have them all.
How much did you have to pay for those?
I paid $3,700 for these exactly. $3,700 if I can remember correctly.
And what are those going for on eBay now?
Right now, honestly, I haven't really checked. I'm pretty sure they're probably still around the same, $4,000, $4,500. I seen them on eBay. I mean, on Flight Club, Flight Club overcharges, but
yeah, of course.
But I think they had them up there for like $6-7 grand.
Yeah.
Same thing with these. These were up there for $8 right now. I know they have one pair for $8 grand. They had these for like $6,000. I don't know if they still have them up there. And I think these were around the same price, around $6,000-7,000 on Flight Club. And these are just, the GR that came out.
So altogether, how much would you say you spent on the entire?
$3,700 on these. Paid about $3,100 for these.
Okay, so that's about 7.
Then another 3 for these.
10.
56, let's say $5,700 for these.
Okay,
from my man Schuster in Oregon. He's the man. Hooks me up, the Oregon stuff. And these I paid retail.
Okay.
Which was $200, $225.
Got a deal on those.
Yeah. I actually walked into Mercer and they had like a restock on them.
Oh, really?
Yeah, my boy hit me up. He was like, "Yo, get your ass over here right now."
That's lucky, man.
Yeah,
sure.
definitely. So I guess I spent, what was it, 57, 3, and another 3 is like about 12, 16, almost like 16.5 around there.
Yeah, almost 20.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'd probably get a little bit more for them, I think, if I started selling them, but
yeah. How's the quality on the?
Oh, the quality is much better. Yeah, softer leather. The suede over here is great. Loving it. These are definitely one of my favorite kicks in my collection.
Those 5s are hot.
Yeah, love suede kicks too. And these are cool because my man Reaper actually told me a story about these. I don't know if you know John Reaper. Shout out to my man. But he said that this paint on it that's on here is actually the same paint they use on Oregon's helmets.
Oh. And
they send them to China, which he did also with these. They did with these. They sent it to China to paint them. They only had it in China, I guess. I guess where they make everything, the helmets and the kicks. But yeah, and it was for actually on the inside, if you see, it says designed for the University of Oregon football team by Tinker Hatfield. This was also the first Oregon Tinker Hatfield actually designed, yeah. For his best friend who was in, his name was Don McLean, I believe. Doug McLean. That was for his best friend. It says a memory of him. And that was his best friend throughout Oregon, like when he went over there.
Yeah.
Tinker Hatfield, that was his best friend, so he dedicated the sneaker to him. Beautiful shoe. This leather is great, even on the tongue, you can see.
Oh yeah, that's tough.
Right.
Have you worn those yet? Or so
I
which
haven't
ones
worn-
have you worn?
I actually wore these. I wore these. I haven't worn these yet. These, unfortunately, are a little big on me. I'm like an 11 and a half, 12. These are a 12 and a half, but
Ooh.
3700 was kind of like a steal there, like at that moment. So I was like, I have to have them, and I love it.
So you think you're just gonna keep them, or you?
I'm gonna.
Sell them,
I've been trying to swap them, honestly. I don't think I will never sell any of these, honestly. These I'll keep for the rest of my life. Maybe hand them down to my kids.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you sell any of your kicks, or?
I actually did. I went through a little thing where I was just like, let me go through quality over quantity kind of thing. And I had like 350 pairs of sneakers, and it was all Nike basketball. Like I got rid of most of them, my Kobe's, LeBrons, and just really stuck to my roots, Jordans. That's what I always grew up collecting. They kind of watered down all the colorways with all these every year. These new models I'm not liking at all either. Anything after like the LeBron 10, I'm not a fan of. Kobe 8s, I actually like Kobe 8s and 9s and 10s too. They look like something you can wear every day.
Yeah.
But KD's too, I really stopped. But I have a couple more. I have like 3-4 pairs of each. But sticking with Jordans, that's my favorite.
So what are some of the newer colorways that you are a fan of, if there are any?
Nike basketball?
Yeah, no, just Air Jordan.
Oh, Air Jordans?
About retros.
All the original colorways are always like my favorite. Black and reds, the Breads, the varsities. I'm trying to think what else they got. I love the Dornbecker collection too. They always do a great job with those. I think the DB13s are playing this year. Can't wait to see what they're doing with those. But the royal color, I love ones. Jordan ones are my favorite. I have a bunch of those, every colorway almost.
So you're not a fan of like the Marvin and Martian 7s and
No,
Barcelonas and all of that?
Exactly. Yeah, those are the colorways I'm staying away from.
Right.
This is the Gucci Dunk. It's 1 of 24, size 9. It doesn't have the resin on the tongue. It has Nike Air. I've only worn a few times, honestly. I'm into dunks. I love dunks.
This is retailing for $600. Excellent condition.
It looks brand new.
I don't know, whoever owned it, they bought it and put it away and never like